Join me as I explore the bizarre world of China's fake Paris and see if I can uncover the truth behind this wild knockoff city. So, you've probably heard of fake everything from China, from iPhones to designer handbags. But have you heard of an entire fake city? Yeah, it's a thing. Welcome to Tianducheng, China's very own replica of the City of Light, Paris. This bizarre development has been making headlines for years and for good reason. At first glance, it's hard not to be impressed. The Eiffel Tower, the Arc de Triomphe, the Seine River, even the Champs-Élysées, they're all here, meticulously recreated in the middle of rural China. But why? What possessed the developers to build an entire fake city, let alone one of the most iconic cities in the world? The idea of a fake city in China isn't entirely new. There are fake Venices, fake Romes, even fake Manhattans. But what makes Tianducheng so fascinating is the sheer scale and ambition of the project. This wasn't just a quick cash grab. No, the developers really wanted to transport a piece of European elegance to the heart of Asia. Let's talk about the challenges faced by the creators of this replica city. One of the biggest hurdles was authenticity. How do you recreate the essence of Paris in China? The answer, it turns out, is not very well. The fake Eiffel Tower, for instance, is only a third the size of the real thing, and the materials used are hardly high quality. Then there was the problem of economic viability. Who exactly was going to live in this fake Paris? The cost of building and maintaining the city was astronomical, and yet the demand just wasn't there. The apartments were luxury, but the prices were too high for most Chinese buyers, and foreign investors weren't exactly clamoring to get in. Another issue was public interest, or lack thereof. Tianducheng was marketed as a luxury resort town, but it turned out to be a ghost town. There were no jobs, no amenities, no community. Just a bunch of empty buildings and streets. It was like something out of a dystopian novel. But despite all these challenges, the developers pushed on, driven by a vision to create something unique, something that would showcase China's capabilities to the world. And for a while, it seemed to work. Tourists started trickling in, curious to see what all the fuss was about. The fake Paris was the brainchild of a wealthy Chinese businessman named Zhang Xiqiang, who had made his fortune in real estate. He wanted to create a symbol of China's rise to global prominence, a symbol of the country's ability to replicate the best of the West. Construction on Tianducheng began in 2007, with a grand opening ceremony planned for 2010. The project was touted as a luxury resort town, with high-end apartments, shopping centers, and even a fake Louvre museum. The vision behind Tianducheng was to create a slice of Europe in Asia, a place where Chinese citizens could experience the romance and culture of the West without leaving their own country. It was a bold idea, but one that ultimately proved to be too ambitious. As the years went by, Tianducheng's problems only multiplied. The economy slowed down, the construction costs skyrocketed, and the demand for luxury apartments plummeted. By 2011, the project was already in trouble, with reports of corruption and embezzlement surfacing. The final nail in the coffin came when the local government intervened, citing concerns over urban planning and infrastructure. The project was effectively stalled, and the fake Paris was left to rot. So, what went wrong? Was it the unrealistic expectations, the poor planning, the lack of demand? Or was it something more fundamental, a failure to understand what makes a city tick? The story of Tianducheng is a fascinating one, full of twists and turns, of grand ambitions and crushing defeats. But it's also a cautionary tale about the perils of urban development, about the dangers of prioritizing grandeur over functionality. So what can we learn from the rise and fall of China's fake Paris? Firstly, that replicating a city is not the same as replicating its essence. Secondly, that no amount of luxury apartments or fake landmarks can replace the heart and soul of a real city. That's it for today's video. Thanks for joining me on this wild ride through China's fake Paris. If you have any thoughts on replica cities, let me know in the comments below. See you next time. Bye.